So I have a small amount announcement. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even talk. So last week I was at work and I was working really late. It was like last Monday, right? And I got a picture from my wife and she was like, you know, like there's a praying mantis at the door. And the praying mantis is like standing on our back door. I was like on it. And she was like, do you want me to catch it? And she's like terrified of bugs. And she knows that I like praying mantises. So I was like, no, it's okay. Like, let it stay in the wild, whatever. And if it comes back, then it comes back. And then Wednesday, I'm at work again. And she texts me, hey, the praying mantis is back. It was the same one because we saw it in the picture. I'm like, she's like, you want me to catch it? I was like, nah, no, it's okay. If it comes back, it comes back. I was working from home on Friday because it was a big storm, and a praying mantis showed up again, and she was starving. Like she looked really thin and frail and weak, and so I brought her in, and now I have a praying mantis, and her name is Kyle. Say hi, Kyle. Look at Kyle, just vibing today. So I actually got her because she was like, she wasn't this color. I could probably put a picture on the screen, but she was like brown when I first got her, and she was really thin. Like her abdomen was really small, and her legs were like a little off, and she just looked really tired and frail. And when I went to go like reach for her outside, and I was like, let me see if she actually like responds to it, like she crawled onto my finger, and I was like, oh, this is like Kyle is perfect. So at first I thought that she was a boy because she was so small and her wings, because typically like you can tell if it's a female by the wings. Like if their wings are shorter than their abdomen is female, longer is a male, because males can fly. They're typically smaller and they have like 8 abdominal segments or whatever. And that was not the case, but she was like, I didn't know she was a female. So when I was on my bike ride, I was thinking about like what to name her over the weekend last week. And I was like, maybe I'll name her like Timmy or you know, Tom or Monty. Like I was thinking about these names, right? And then I was like, you know what? Kyle. And then I was like, but I don't know if she's male or female. And my wife was like, oh, if it's like a male, then you can name him Kyle. And then if it's a female, you can name her Kylie. And I was like, no, her name's just Kyle. So now Kyle's here. And here's her crib tour. So she has some leaf litter there that we grabbed from like one of our plants that dropped some leaves. We got a little log. Don't worry about the staples. It came with this, and I know I need to cover it with something. But frankly, she has never used this. Like she only climbs on the top. So it's one of those things where I'm like, eventually I'll figure out what to do. Like I'll probably have to put something over it or something, and let me know if you know anything about that. But anyway, then we got the plant in the back, the fake plant with the little suction cup. It's like vibing. I actually just fed her 3 grasshoppers today. She ate, when I tell you she was so starving, she ate 5 grasshoppers in one day, and I've been catching them because she comes from outside, so I'm sure the grasshoppers don't jack her up. So I catch the grasshoppers or crickets and I put them in here, and she ate 5 in one day. And I just fed her 3 today, and they're all gone. And I do have like a Japanese beetle in here because it got into the house and got into the cage, and I was like, well, all right, well, I don't know. They're just cohabitating at this point. I don't think she's gonna eat them or anything, but anyway. So then the little succulent right there, and then there's her, just vibing in the corner, and she loves the top. She walks along it a lot, and a lot of the bugs, like the grasshoppers, will jump to the top. She catches them. She's pretty quick when she wants to be, but she moves very slowly. I'm a big fan. And she is watching. I've been so excited about it because typically I don't try to take animals from the wild because they're in the wild, but she came to the door 3 times. She walked onto my finger, and she's pretty friendly with me. Like I can touch her and stuff. And then also, she just looked really bad. I'm gonna put a couple pictures at some point, but she looked really bad. She was really thin. She was like brown. Like she wasn't like her vibrant color. She was like just struggling, like very weak. Couldn't really climb around, and now she's just vibing. And she's staring at me right now. I guess she hears me talking, but it's so fun. I love bugs, and I love like praying mantises. They're so cool. And this is another part of the side quest of what I got going on, because the last thing I expected was to get a praying mantis, but she's pretty cool. Look at her just chilling, hanging out. She's been like drinking water and stuff. I like mist down in the sides. And she always hangs from this. Like she just likes to hang from the top. I'm a big fan.